Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm not in the Hall of Fame. Nor will I ever be.
Derrick, talk about the direction this offense is going right now in the preseason, what you've seen.
I feel like we're on track right now. I think the things we've been trying to emphasize lately, giving guys to give fanatical effort, play in and play out, iron out the details. I think what they did this summer, carrying over into training camp, has been really good. But now as we get closer in the middle of this grind, doing my assignments and doing them well, and just the details, right depths on routes, hat placement, ball going where it's supposed to go, and doing a great job with fundamentals, taking care of the football, and obviously just training to finish every snap.
For a guy who should still be in high school right now, what has Omar been able to do to get in this quickly and kind of fight for playing time?
To me, he's done a remarkable job so far. He's came in June and been very aggressive, trying to learn, taking extra time to go meet with coaches to learn the scheme. He's worked hard with Coach Dom. Sometimes you blink and you don't realize who this guy is. He should have another year in high school, and I love his attitude and his effort so far, what he's displayed.
What stood out from the offense in the first scrimmage, and I guess now, getting close to the game prep, what do you want to see from the next 2 weeks?
I think on the positive side, I thought we competed at a high level. We made flashes. There were flashes of big plays, explosive plays, but the consistency of what we expect and what we want is still a work in progress, and continue to get our guys to gel and understand that every play has a life of its own. We have a great first down and get ourselves into 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 5. We can't have a mishap on that next down on second to get in a 3rd and long.
How deep do y'all see the rotation being at running backs, going into the season?
Still a work in progress right now. I think all the guys are competing at a high level. I feel good about all of them so far, so probably a little too early to tell.
You guys were excited to get Derell, but obviously he wasn't able to go in the spring. What have you seen from him this preseason? Seems like he's caught on pretty quickly.
He has. He's done a great job. What stood out to me the most is in pass protection, his willingness to throw his body around and meet linebackers in the A and B gap. He's done a great job of getting his legs back under him to become a complete runner. Probably keep challenging him to be able to catch the ball better out of the backfield, but all in all, he's been a plus.
With Jeremiah and Omar, what maybe change or growth have you seen in them now that they're kind of the two veterans, the leaders in the room?
I'll talk about DA first. He's almost like an NFL vet. The guy has a great understanding of the whole scheme. He's exceptional right now in pass protection, and he does a great job in our run game, understand what we're trying to get to the offensive line with fits, and being able to set up blocks. So very pleased with him so far. Cobb had a little bit of a setback. He couldn't be full go at the beginning of training camp. Now he is. He just brings another element of speed to the table. And I think him now going into his 3rd year, just having an understanding of what we're doing, just so much more mature, understanding fronts, and obviously being able to catch the ball in the backfield.
How do you sort of weigh it when we've heard so much about the defensive front being really disruptive this preseason? How do you sort of weigh the production when maybe they're doing well against the run game in preseason practices? I guess how do you sort of look at that and know that, okay, they're having a good practice, but here's what we need to work on as well?
The defensive line?
Yep.
Yeah, I think anytime you have a good defensive line or really a good defensive unit, you have a good offensive unit, it should be ebbs and flows. It should be a good day with them, should be a good day with us. Maybe a good inside run period, maybe a good team run period. They may win the team period in red zone, but it should go back and forth. So I'm encouraged. We have a positive period, but the defense comes back and they respond and do a little bit better. As long as our guys are going back and forth every day, I'm really not concerned.
Where would you say you guys are at now in the offense, particularly in the passing game, with the timing? Jackson talked about that's something that wanted to improve on as well. Where would you say you guys are at with that?
Yeah, I think we're pretty much there. We almost got everything in and installed. I think the big thing that I noticed is that our quarterbacks know exactly what all our receivers are on every concept. I've seen them get to their first read and get the ball out, and I've seen them get to their 4th and 5th read to get the ball out. Guys getting to the proper depths, and guys reading zone and man to get to the right areas.
In a perfect world, how would you like to distribute carries based on the personnel that you have? You want people fresh, you got a hot hand?
Yeah, in the perfect world, all the years I had really good success with running backs. You try to split it between the two, and if that running back position room had 30 carries in the game, you like one guy to at least maybe 15 to 20 of them, and the other guy can keep them fresh. But It depends. There's a lot more than just running the football. The guys have got to be complete guys and be able to go out there and be effective in the passing game and protection game for the quarterback.
Talk about your recruitment of Omar. Obviously, he was a late addition. What was that process like of him reclassifying pretty quickly? And when did you guys know that he was somebody that you could bring on this team?
Well, I'm gonna give kudos to our recruiting staff first. Before he even declared to be a senior for this class, they did a great job of bringing him to my attention. Got him watched, went to his practice, watched him playing games, and it was obvious right away that this guy was an offer. We just didn't know it was going to be that fast. Omar calls me up maybe around Thanksgiving or a week before Thanksgiving and said, "Coach, I think I'm in position where I'm going to reclassify. I want to come out in this class." And we kind of stepped on the gas a bit. Again, to kind of reevaluate where he was academically to make sure he can get out. And it was a no-brainer to me with his ability, and then most importantly, his work ethic. Starts at home with his mom and dad. Both of those two are solid individuals, and you see where he gets it from.
Is it rare to see a guy who comes out of high school early be as physically ready as he is?
It is rare. He takes pride in it, though. He's a monster in that weight room. He's a guy that takes pride in trying to learn the details and learn his assignment. So if you see the talent he has and the time he puts into it, you kind of expect the results that he's getting right now.
Coach, wanted to ask about Derell. Sort of what made him a priority in the portal? What did you guys see, and then how was he acclimated to playing?
Yeah, it was. The first thing I saw was getting a running back with game experience. He's played in some college games already, almost like getting an NFL free agent, so to speak. You've seen the guy protect on the college level. You've seen the guy run outside zone, inside zone. You get him on an official visit, get a chance to meet with him, and his personality is contagious. He brings a lot of energy and juice to meetings and practice every day. And then, like I said earlier, I think him being out this spring actually might have been a benefit. He got a chance to kind of hone in and really understand the offense before he had to go out there and really do it. Then, obviously, going into this summer and now in the training camp, he's getting a chance to get his legs back under him. I'm pleased with what he's shown so far, but I think he's got more in the tank.